More close. Let's see. There we go.
Jesus.
I think it's these.
No.
Let's see who's going to be first.
Oh,
There's 3 people here. Hello, hello.
oops.
Hi, Amy. Hi, Roximmer. Elizabeth, hello from California. Yay, Charles, you made it. And Lisa, hello. You guys start telling me what you guys are doing today. Hi, Eric. Hi, Alicia.
You go on and like the live too.
Yes, please. We just finished up. Hello from Louisiana. Hello, Susan. Grandma's here. Did you hear that, Sandy? They're like, hi from upstairs. Courtney, hello. Yes, I'm glad you are here. Hi, Kelly with Irene's family. So important. Hi, Darlene. And that happens all the time with when I put my name in there too, it changes the spell checks to ones. Washing dishes, getting ready for my daughter's 16th birthday. That's amazing. We're doing great. Washing, yeah. Working. We are number 1. Hi, still. Hopefully you'll start tapering down and it'll.
Happy birthday, Alicia.
Yes, happy birthday. I'm celebrating. Yes, that's awesome. Hi, Lindsay and Susan. Yes, we're doing well. We're just getting ready to do we just finished doing some church online. We watched General Conference. We do that twice a year. I did post a chat, I think a couple of days ago when I announced that I was going to go early about General Conference. There's a link, but if you're interested, they are amazing speakers and just talk about hope and love and Jesus. And that's at the Church of Jesus Christ.org. Let's see, getting ready.
Fall cleaning, 7 trash bags full. You need to fly out here and help us.
That is amazing, Lisa. Good for you. And I bet it feels so good.
We need to do our front yard.
I was thinking that too. We really should before Halloween.
Yeah, because we have a couple of overgrown plants. And
I'd like to even pull out a couple. Maybe.
Yeah.
Because I think that we have like these beautiful Texas sage plants that have little purple flowers, but we have in the middle of them a lemon dwarf tree, which isn't growing very much. And I'm wondering if it's because those plants are taking a lot of the.
It is a dwarf tree. It
is, but we're not. This is the 3rd year. No, like hardly any lemons. Yes, I love General Conference too.
Is your daughter not happy because you have to do cleaning?
Oh, probably. That sounds like our kids when we're like, you have to clean with me. I have the best and fun we're going to start cleaning the house.
Hey, Sharon.
Yes.
Sharon's great to meet over, right?
Yes. Hi, Sharon. And Dorothy's here. Hello.
I trimmed my beard down this morning.
I noticed that.
Quite low.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was like, I like when he has a more fuller beard. It's my favorite. It'll grow back in a day.
Show my age here.
I don't know what you're talking about, showing age. 62 degrees. Oh, that would be the best.
It's actually been really nice here lately.
In the mornings, but when the kids go out and play, their faces get beet red. It's still pretty warm, but we're going to be dropping a little bit in temperature. I'm going to look at my thermostat or my weather report. Okay, so this next week, we're still going to be in the mid 90s. And then the week after that, we get into the 80s. And then a couple Mondays, it says it's going to be 80 degrees. That's going to be the best.
Susan goes to New Life United Pentecostal Church.
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice.
Oh my gosh, 43 degrees and raining. That can be like snow.
Yeah, no grass.
Are you expecting snow, Amy? 57. Oh. Hi, Kathy. Motivating the kids to help. Yeah. We just, every so often I'll like clean out our closets and I think it's around when seasons change. I feel like So I go through the clothes to make sure they fit the kids still. And then I just get like a bundle and take them. So we just dropped off a few Walmart size bags. Up north from me is getting snow tonight. Oh, that is the right emoji. It's too early.
Sharon says their neighbor has a lemon tree. It's about 10 years or more, and just 10 years old. Just this year it started yielding lemons, and only 3.
Oh.
We've been getting a few lemons every year from ours, but it's...
Yeah, just like 2 or 3.
Yeah, and there's a couple on there now. But we have a neighbor that lives around the corner, and she has an abundance of lemons up from her tree.
Yeah, she's even sells them.
She gives them away.
She gives them away and
puts, big bags of lemons on her front porch and puts it on our church website thing or our church Facebook page saying.
I think she gives the first batch free, like come take a few or whatever you need. And then when I try to approach her the second time, I'm like, do you still have some of those lemons? She's like, I'll sell them to you. Okay. Too early for snow. Yep, I agree. Unhealthy air. Barbara, where are you guys? Where are you at to have unhealthy air? Is there some fires? And I got your message this morning. That was very cute.
In the Kitchen with Karen's a new subscriber, recent subscriber.
Awesome. Welcome.
She loves your cooking channel.
Aw, that is so nice.
I think one thing about putting yourself out on YouTube or any public forum, you always second guess yourself and how people react to you and how people perceive you.
It's true. You just every once in a while, I think I've run into a couple of people in real life, and it happened yesterday, you guys. I ran into.
You didn't tell me this.
Yes. What was her name?
She's keeping secrets.
I'm sorry, I couldn't remember. I wanted to tell you, and I can't remember why. She made a comment recently on one of my videos, and then I remembered. It'll be quick here. Let me see. Yeah. So anyways, I'm Summer. So Summer, if you're watching, hello. Yeah, we're pretty much neighbors. And I was coming out of the gas station and I had my mask on. I had the boys, they had their masks on. And she's like, Ines. And I thought I knew her like from church or something. And she's like, from Hi Ines Roll. It was very sweet. And so she was very complimentary and stuff. So, but she recognized the Vaughns and she's like, that's my Vaughns. So anyways, yes, you just never know. And then a couple of years ago, I was at Target and I was being kind of silly and trying, and the boys were telling me I was trying to embarrass Kobe or something. And I was skipping and I ran into a viewer. And so she probably thought I was being really, really weird.
Well, there's that one time at Creamberry, we were out there with
that's
Phillips.
right.
And then I came out, and there was this lady that kept looking at me. And then Ines came out, and she kept looking at Ines. And then the Phillips came out. We were all sitting at the same table, and she came up and said, "Oh, my name is..."
I can't remember. She was there with her daughter.
Yeah, and she said, anyway, she's just talked about how much she liked the page.
And the channels.
The channels.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's been fun, is just to meet people. Like if you're ever in Vegas, we're usually running around apparently all over Vegas.
Yes. Which we'll be running around today. Oh, you know what?
Oh, yes.
So we had these gluten-free pancakes this morning. Apparently I have a little bit of syrup right here on my face because it's sticking.
So I made for conference breakfast, like I normally try to do something.
It's gonna bother me. I gotta wash it off.
Okay. I normally make like a breakfast, like a little fun, different breakfast. So I made German pancakes or popovers, and I used gluten-free flour. So it didn't like puff up like a flour would, but it kind of just made like a straight across, which was totally fine. They were delicious, and we all had them. So with that and some syrup, that was yummy. In fact, I sent people are laughing at you. Oh, it was just your mom.
It's not like I fell down when I went to wash my hands. Mom.
I'd pay Courtney. What did she always believe me? If I could find a way to package it, I'd pay for overnight shipping. What do you want
to package?
What are you sending to everybody? Because I want to be in on that.
They're by the way, they can packed with freeze-dried ice, or what's that called?
Yeah, freeze-dried. Yeah.
Dry ice. Jinx.
I am at Chuck E. Cheese. How so fun, Anthony.
Many days we've spent at Chuck E. Cheese with our kids.
Yeah, weekends would be crazy to go to. Sending weather. Oh yeah, sending weather, packaging it up.
Oh, you can't dry ice
Can't
that.
do that. Did you hear the fireworks last night? Who is she talking with? Lindsay.
Lindsay.
Freeze-dried ice. Yeah. Freeze-dried ice. You know.
Sometimes that fog just rolls into your brain, and
there is freeze-dried ice cream.
Yeah.
Hi, Josephine. You're eating pizza, of course.
Pizza sounds good.
That does sound delicious.
There's that new pizza place we want to try.
We do. That would be fun. Maybe if they let more people. Oh, well, tell them where you're going today. Right now, in a little while.
Oh, so Jonas, we've talked about how he's got like loose joints and his shoulders have popped out, and on multiple occasions. Normally, when doing a physical activity like swimming or playing or even in PE at school, it happened.
Yeah, I was kind of sad.
Yeah, so he, because of that, he's always wanted to play basketball or baseball or soccer.
Football or something, some sport.
So Danny was asking if they needed any more, or they wanted a couple more people for their soccer team. So we asked Jonas, and Jonas said, yes, I want to play.
So it's been about 2 years since the last time his shoulders dislocated. So
today is Jonas's first soccer game that I'll be going to. And, funny in Nevada here, we can have indoor soccer, but we can't have outdoor soccer. Go figure. So
it's an indoor play. So Paul's going to go this week and I'll go next week. So I think we're going to alternate because you have to work next week, right?
I do.
So I'll go next week. And, but they talked about maybe having more parents being able to, because the governor just okayed more than 50 in a grouping now to 250. So I don't know if that will open up more people to go to, youth sports, which I believe in the next week or so, they should be making a decision about youth sports, which we have so many families. There's so many families like ready to go. Like they do practices, and then they can't play games. So it's been kind of sad.
It's silly a little bit. I mean, some of it is. So not silly about the COVID. It's silly about some of the rules that don't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, so that'll be exciting. I can't wait to hear how he is playing, like how he feels on the field. You know what? Is that light too bright, you guys? Let me do like that.
I don't think it's too bright. I think I'm too bright.
Well, it might be like a shiny.
It's like that's not a light. That's my halo.
Yeah, so it'll be so interesting to see what his take is. He's had a couple practices. He's been doing great. He's really enjoying it. So that'll be so fun. And then I'll be watching the second session of General Conference. So General Conference has 5 sessions, about 2 hours each. The 5th session being like alternating like a women's conference or a men's conference part. So this is the women's part. So I don't know if I'm going to watch that one. I usually listen to those ones later, but there's another session at 1, and then tomorrow at 9 in the morning, and then again at 1 the next day too. So it's like my favorite. So I have to like figure out what to do for breakfast tomorrow to be different than today. So shoot out some of your favorite breakfast ideas that are easy.
Something with potatoes. Ham.
Maybe. Okay, I'll look up.
Excuse me.
Well, we had bacon, so maybe you don't want to do bacon again. I'll get ham.
Oh man, it seems like somebody just had the idea for ham and got shut down. I don't know.
I was just like thinking because I already had bacon on my list, but I'll do ham if you want ham. Is actually COVID, or is it flu season now? Yeah. When does flu season actually start, Amy? You can probably fill us in.
Ooh, potatoes and onions and sausage.
That's a German breakfast. What's a German breakfast?
Potatoes, onions, and sausage.
Oh, well, that was a very quick response then to you. Potatoes, onions, and sausage.
I like that. Well, they put it up first. I read it.
Okay. Oh, I see. I like gluten-free muffins. Yeah, I have some of those too.
Sometimes gluten-free stuff just
cold meats.
So dry.
Flu season is usually December through Okay, so we still have a little bit of time.
Usually, knowing this year, it's probably gonna just
all of our immune systems are very low. So what do you guys think about the president getting COVID?
Maybe we shouldn't talk about that.
Okay, but I wish him. I mean, obviously, well, and I think he'll be okay with all his.
I was actually pleasantly surprised that Rachel Maddow put something really nice up about.
Even Biden wished him well.
Yeah, I think that's important, and so much of our country today is being polarized and the opposite of the unity that we need. So everybody's going in different directions. So hopefully he does well.
Danny has a game with your church thing. It's not a church league. It's just a regular league, but we're trying to figure out like our church. I'm sure he's probably trying to figure it all out too to watch.
Yeah, Danny's actually Jonas's coach, one of Jonas's coaches.
Mm-hmm. So he already had a game with Emberlyn because he's doing Emberlyn's team as well. So they're very, very busy, those Phillips.
Sharon said that their son just graduated from the Naval Officers Training.
Oh, that's awesome.
In Rhode Island. And it was all virtual. They couldn't attend it.
Oh, that's a bummer.
That is a bummer.
I think that's also happening across the board with military and even like police departments and stuff. Because I think I've heard other people say that they watched online. I think Trump will learn to wear a mask now. Maybe. When I got COVID, I just remember wanting to wear a mask to help people feel better too. Because I was like, I'm fine. So I hope Trump gets better. Yeah, no, of course not. Nobody does. Nobody needs to get sick. So we just need to figure out how to navigate through all of these. And it'll definitely give him a more understanding of what people are afraid of, I guess, in that sense.
And what some people are going through.
And what they're going through, yes, of course. It gets better. No one deserves that. No. But he is getting, I did see that he is getting the antibodies treatment. So if you've had COVID and donating your convalescent plasma, it is helpful. Like they're making medicines from it to give people who are walking into the hospitals, I heard now, with these antibody treatments. So super good. So
everybody knows that Trump has COVID, and let's get off of the polarizing subject.
Of course. So you guys, what are you guys doing today? Like, let's talk about that. I see that Lisa was doing some fall cleaning. Do you normally do fall cleanings, or are you more of a spring cleaner? I think I do more of a fall, I think. Yeah. The way the news was, yeah.
So again.
I agree.
So, yeah, what are you doing? What are you doing today?
Fall cleaning, yes. Because I feel like with fall, you get more mess in the backyard, right? All of the leaves are coming down. Trees have overgrown from the summer. For us, I like transition into like decor for our holidays. And I'm like trying to get our front room a little bit prettier. I bought a curtain rod from IKEA yesterday, and I got it for nearly free because they give me a $10 gift card for my birthday, and so I got to use that. So literally, I spent $4, and let me show you what I got for the $4. It's so cute. It's just right here on the table. It was a 3-pack. There's like another plant. And my goal was to use it for like a cercloche. Is it cercloche or cloche? You guys help me out here, underneath this. And I may have bought them a little too big. I thought this was taller, the glass. So, oh well. So I have a little pumpkin. It's underneath. over there. It looks very cute. So we'll put these in other places around the house.
I thought Ezra put that on top of the pumpkin.
No, it's decor.
I don't know anything about that nonsense.
It's called a cloche. Thank you.
Is it a cloche?
No, it's cloche, right? Cloche. I'm saying it right, correct?
I'm kidding.
One of my favorites is on Instagram is Liz Marie Galvin, and she wrote a book, which Kobe got me that book for Christmas last year. She is like the queen of cloches. Like she loves to use that in all decor, and she's amazing.
Courtney Jones is getting a puppy at the end of the month.
Oh, don't say that out loud. Jonas wants one so bad. Every birthday, every holiday, he's like, "Can we get one? Can we get one?"
This is my smile, Charles. He told me to smile more. What was I gonna say? You guys ever watch those videos on Facebook? I think they're like dodo videos.
Yeah, I've seen some of those.
Dog rescue videos. Those
are good.
They're cool. I like those.
Yeah, and it's as much as it like makes me like, and I really do love animals. I just don't really want to take care of a dog all the time. So, and I know I feel like we may probably get one sooner or later. I just not today. Listening to the football game and relaxing. Ooh, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
Pronouncing it right. Thank you, Karen.
Vegas now has a football team, as you all know, I'm sure. The Raiders.
Just a little team called the Raiders.
The Raiders.
And they're doing well.
So growing up in Southern Nevada, the closest teams to us were always Southern California teams because it's only a few hours away. And so I grew up a Dodgers fan, diehard Dodgers fan, diehard Lakers fan, and a Rams fan. And then in 94, I think it was, when the Rams moved to St. Louis, I was like, I'm done watching pro football because I was so upset they left. Then they came back, and I was just like, I can't get into it. And now Vegas has a new team.
Awesome. Somebody said, go Pack, go. Yep, they are the same team as the Phillips. So somebody from Z Cuts with Norma doing friendship bracelets. That's kind of awesome. And they are doing they're a hair salon.
I need a haircut so bad.
Oh, he was saying that. Yeah, for sure. Z Cuts, right? That's awesome. Let's see. The Raiders were my favorite football team when I was younger. Aww.
Used to watch their games with my dad.
Aww.
That'd be my grandpa.
Oh, I was reading you that little thing about genealogical math. Mm-hmm. It was really interesting. I saw it, and I don't know if I read it to you guys. But the Raiders, okay, coming back to the Raiders, they used was it the Forum? No, the Coliseum.
They played at the Coliseum in LA.
Back in the day.
Before they moved back to Oakland.
Yeah, and so I remember going there for things like cheer stuff or dance things or middle school competitions for something. I remember going to the Coliseum, and I remember seeing that they had all of these Olympian made apartments. I don't know if they're still there, probably torn down. I don't know, but they were right next to the Coliseum. Okay, so you guys, I saw this ancestral math, and I wanted to read it to you. It takes 2 parents, right? You have 4 grandparents, 8 great-grandparents, and you can see it doubles, right, as it keeps going. So for you to be born today from 12 previous generations, you needed a total of 4,094 ancestors over the last 400 years. Think for a moment how many struggles, how many battles, how many difficulties, how much sadness, how much happiness, how many love stories, how many expressions of hope for the future did your ancestors have to undergo for you to exist in this present moment? Wow. I thought that was impressive.
Pretty impressive.
Come see us.
I think it's all
at Z Cuts.
Oh, is that local here?
It's in the southwest.
Southwest part of the
Southwest.
Yeah, it's not too far.
Not too far from your work, right?
Yeah, my work's kind of in the southwest.
Yeah.
I work by Town Square. Are you close to Town Square?
Yeah, I thought that, sometimes, Amy, I will go through my phone and just read quotes that I have snapshotted. Sorry, I cut you off. You're asking about how close they were to.
Yeah. No, going to family history, though, my aunt who's on here is a daily double. she and my mom for Christmases gave us these big, thick binders full of
ancestral history.
Yeah, so much. I mean, it's really cool. You can see like pictures of headstones from ancestors, pictures of birth and death certificates, marriage certificates, and then pictures of the ancestors themselves. But I think it's important that we all understand our ancestral heritage, just because, there's a lot of things that we should not let go. I mean, not
By Charles.
Not in a crazy way, but there are things that we should cherish and understand. And there's many times and I don't want to turn too religious, but in the Bible where the children of Israel or the Israelites are told to remember how their ancestors were freed from Egypt with Moses. So it's something that we should look at.
Karen just asked that she's coming to Vegas in November. Does she need any warm clothes? Yes. At least a sweater and pants.
Well, where are you coming from?
Oh, that's true.
So if you're coming from like Ecuador, you probably don't need warm clothes.
No, but if they're coming from Ecuador, they're used to the heat and it'll be cold.
So I'm saying they don't need warm clothes. Oh, wait.
You will need warm clothes if you're coming
clothes
from warmer.
I was thinking you meant clothes for warm weather. Sorry.
But if you're coming from like Alaska where it's freezing or Canada, you probably are used to it.
Funny story, when I came home off my mission, I came home in June and I came from North Dakota where it was cold.
San Francisco, it's chilly. So yeah, I'd bring a sweater or a light jacket and pants.
Yeah. So it was cold I was pretty close to the Canadian border, and I flew home to Nevada, Southern Nevada in June. And I remember sitting in my friend's truck, and he actually went to Alabama on his mission. He got home a little bit before I did. And we're sitting in his truck, and I'm sitting there, and I had my arms up like this. Because at the time, I was probably about 110 pounds lighter than I am now. And I was just sweating profusely. Like, why is it so hot right now? So anyway, my blood.
Your body makes some adjustments. Definitely a light jacket if you plan on like walking on the strip, maybe something a little heavier in the evening. And there's always a Walmart or a Target that you could probably pick up something if you didn't pack appropriately.
A little sweater or
I've done that a couple of times out in Utah. Amy said that she did 23andMe. I did the same thing. I did a test and I found some fourth and fifth cousins, even third cousins, second cousins. I found a first cousin that I had no idea who they were.
Yes.
And I sent them a message. Have you ever sent anybody a message on there, Amy? And have they written you back? Because they haven't written me back. So I'm like, who do you belong to, Sen? Maybe it's my approach.
my cousin who was adopted, she was, I can't remember how much younger she is than me, maybe about 10 years or so. She was adopted by my uncle and aunt. And she did one of those tests and found out that her birth mother lived in. And she'd never had any really.
Not too far away.
Really,
just a couple hours.
Yeah, never a huge desire to search for her birth mother. She happy family home. And then she met her birth mother, and man, they are spitting images of each other.
Yeah.
So that now they're on Facebook, they're Facebook friends. They see each other every now and then.
It's quite the miraculous little story too, on how they got to meet. So
yeah, it's really cool. But pictures online they'll post, and I'm like, wow, there's no denying that.
Rain's asking if the pandemic is going to end in the spring or in the fall. I wish it would. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I like my real mom. Yeah. Love Paul's Smile More shirt. Yeah, this is a great shirt. Good quality. It hasn't like faded up too bad as much as I've washed it.
No, it's soft. It reminds me of Smile More. Plus, I don't know if you guys have seen that.
Bye, Karen. Have a great weekend.
Yeah, Roman Atwood is back on. He's posting some videos. Anyway, his videos are always like encouraging, and the fact that he encourages people to smile more is, I mean, it's his brand, so it's awesome.
Amy, I love you. You like keep me accountable. She says, any updates on the aprons yet? I do have some. I've talked to a person who's going to do the silk screen, and I just need to purchase them and get them on order. So we'll get them soon enough, and I'll show them to you guys. Okay?
Soon is relative.
I know. Hopefully before the end of the year. Like, I can't even cross that finger.
So, yeah, when there's an expectant mother, she's like, oh, hopefully soon.
Yeah. Hi, Peggy. Glad you're on. Great to see you. Thanks, Tracy. Hi, Kelly. Kelly's in there. Let's see. Oh, hi, Peggy. Okay, they're saying hello to everybody.
You need aprons for the holidays.
I do. Oh, so we should do different colored ones instead of black. Because I was thinking black. But now it's a holiday. Maybe it should be like red or green.
I wish there was an easy pattern to sew. And I know that sewing takes so much more effort.
It does. It's not easy.
Where you could incorporate like those things, like Halloween aprons, Christmas, Thanksgiving aprons, Easter
I know, that'd
aprons.
be fun. That would be fun. People are saying that eventually everyone will get COVID. Yeah, I mean, I could kind of see that. I mean, it's doable. I mean, it's an illness. I mean, I've gotten more sick with strep throat than I felt like I did with COVID, even though the symptoms lasted longer, like a month, and even longer to the sense that like it really wiped me out, like tired wise, and just starting to walk. Like we've been walking and I feel like I'm walking slower. And I keep saying, well, maybe that's because I was sick in the summer and I wasn't able to get out for like a month.
But I think more recently you're picking up.
I am picking up for sure.
Amy said red aprons because
red
black would get flour all over them and get dirty.
Okay. Maybe we should just do different colored ones and let people just pick. Whoa! Maybe if they have a rainbow pack, then everybody's going to want certain colored ones. Mm-hmm. Sorry, we only have the mustard yellow.
Do you still have a sewing machine?
I think so. I'm sure you do.
Maybe I should learn how to sew.
I got it in I got COVID in June. So June 4th, I got it till about June 9th were the hardest dates. So for about 5 days. And then I just kind of thought I had a tummy bug. I didn't have cough or congestion. And then I went into the doctor's a couple of days later because I lost my smell and taste. So I'm like, wait a second. Came in, they were like, no, we don't think you had it because they were expecting it to be worse. And then a few days later, sure enough, it was a positive. So Paul had to be working from home for 2 weeks. He got tested that same day that I got my positive results. He got his results back 8 days later, which that's not a good sign in the system. But I think they're doing better with the results now. Bye, Anthony. And so we pretty much spent all of June inside.
Mm-hmm. My results were negative.
Yeah, he was negative. No, he didn't have it. Nobody had it except for me.
Which is weird how we slept in the same bed the whole time.
Yeah, I didn't quarantine to a special area in the house. I didn't stay there the whole time. I still took care of kids. I just was really tired, really weak. I had aches, fever, chills, high fever, fatigue. I lost my sense of smell and taste. That came back a month later.
Overall, it was pretty mild. I remember you saying, even when you first lost your taste and smell, that I feel like 90% better. I just can't smell or taste anything.
Yeah. It was, like I said, I've been sicker with strep throat, I feel like. But everybody's so different with this. And I think the fear part is the hardest part, I think, with having it is how I felt really alone. Like I felt like all the media was so scary and everybody was so fearful and angry that I was afraid to say I had it to some extent. And I still get people saying like, I'm not wearing a mask right, or I'm not, how could you, people are very quick to critique. And so there's a lot of anger behind it. And so that's one thing I'm taking this experience. So if other friends in our, people in our neighborhood or people in our friend group get sick, that I'll know what to do to help them, because I think just checking in on people, sending them, texts, sending them meals, all of that stuff is what I plan to do. So mustard yellow, that's all we have left. Sorry. So pea soup green.
Yeah. So Amy put something pretty heartbreaking on there. She had her first COVID patient die this week, and the wife was on the phone bawling, which is terrible, so sad. And, we definitely know that it hits a lot of people way harder than it hits others.
So
a lot
true.
of people,
so true.
A lot of people are asymptomatic, don't feel the symptoms, but they can test positive. Some people have mild symptoms like Ines, and then some people it really hits hard. And we understand that, and we pray for those people.
Yeah, and we are learning so much more about this virus, and I think they're starting to figure out more of at least some, therapeutics that can help if you should get sick. And I think that until there's a vaccination, that should be the route we should start. Of course, I know that places are doing that too. So I think we're learning more, and I think pretty soon we should probably be finding out what it is exactly why people are getting more sick than others. And I think that information, we'll learn that eventually as well. Haven't heard anyone on 23andMe, but my mom has. Oh, interesting, Amy. Maybe I should check my app.
I don't know if you guys have seen or heard of the documentary called The Social Dilemma.
Yeah, we talked about this a couple weeks ago. Yeah. I think just a little bit.
But I saw somebody put in something how they heard news about something. But did you know that the algorithms that they have built into social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest even, are meant to give you the news that you want to see, not necessarily the correct news. And that's for all of us, no matter how you believe. So if something's opinion or true, if it falls within the parameters of the algorithm set for you, it's going to show up on your news feed. So the news that we're seeing might not necessarily be the correct news. So I think it's important to do your research on everything.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Hi, Latika. She came in. It is mixed. You're right, Kelly. Mixed results. It's so scary. I think we should take at least some comfort in knowing that the majority of people who get it will recover. There is a smaller group, and that's why we don't know exactly why these certain groups are getting hit so hard. And but we will probably learn that, I would imagine, in the near future. But we just have to pray for them and be, compassionate, even if we are scared. And do I have to wait until the next fall to be over? You know what? I've been reading that there is now a different strand of the virus. So kind of like a flu shot, it's going to be every year, I would imagine, some kind of different strain of it. Hopefully it weakens. I don't know. I wish we all had more answers in this way, but in the meantime, we just need to take precautions, of course, wear a mask. And if you've already had it, if you are can and able to donate your convalescent plasma, it will help so many people. In fact, I got another text yesterday saying that my donation went and helped somebody in a nearby hospital. So I thought that was kind of nice to be reminded. Are you diabetic? No.
I think they corrected that saying I'm diabetic.
Oh, diabetic. I was gestational when I was pregnant with my last two kids. My brother, he passed away from complications to diabetes, so I know it's in my family. I tried to rock the algorithm.
That's so smart.
For sure.
They say one of the things to do is not click on videos suggested for you.
Yes.
So to try and get out of the algorithm. So I don't know. Do with that info what you want. But at the very end of that documentary, all those people that were former employees of Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, whatever else there is, said they asked them, "Do you let your kids have smartphones?" And all of them said, "Nope." So I don't think that's really the overall answer either. I think technology can be used for good things, but I do. If you are a parent that it is able to monitor what your kids do on there, I think that's fine.
Yeah, you can you definitely have ways. There's definitely like apps and things like that you could do to shut things down, to monitor, to, just say, give me the phone. There are certain apps that maybe you could stay away from. If you felt like you wanted, your kids to be a little bit more safer, like unfortunately TikTok is kind of going that
TikTok
route.
is another one I was thinking of.
Is to kind of get your younger kids off. I mean, littler kids shouldn't be on there because they put For You, they have a For You page, kind of like Instagram, but they really show a little bit more graphic. I almost panicked a couple of times. Oh, Peggy, let us know about your doctor visit for sure. Hoping it's all going to be good.
I didn't get a cell phone until I was in junior college.
I didn't get one until we started dating, and it was his mom who bought it for me because I was driving out to Vegas to visit Paul from California. So she's like, here's a brick. It wasn't really a brick.
It was one of those.
But I got a cell phone back in that.
But it's not like I was driving out. I didn't get a cell phone then. I didn't even get a cell phone until after we were married.
Oh.
Yeah, my mom likes you more than she likes me. And I was driving out to California more to see you than you were coming out here. I was going out probably 4 out of every 5 times to California. So my mom likes you more.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, well, cell phone technology was coming, it wasn't that prevalent like 20 years ago, 25 years. Oh my gosh, how long have we been? 21, 22 years.
Yeah. But then after, it's been probably at least a dozen years or so that I've had a company phone.
Mm-hmm.
Like
It's been so nice.
Truly, I've had a company BlackBerry forever, or I had a company BlackBerry for years, and then when they switched over to iPhones, I've had a company iPhone for years. So
for sure, I love iPhones. I do. I love the access to them. I like how it can connect. I love Apple Pay. I love the convenience of technology, and I don't say that our children won't do it or won't learn about it, because they'll pick it up so much faster than I did when they're ready for it. Mm-hmm. And so my thing is if they can buy their own phone or pay for their own line, then they can get it. If they're 16, I think that's kind of been our magic number. With Isaiah, he was in marching band and driving, so we got him a phone. And so he got really busy his junior, senior year. And I can kind of see where Jonas might be going that route as well. So 16, we may get him a phone line. And in the meantime, if we feel like he needs a phone, I have bought like pay as you go, like flip phone type ones. But there's also a company called Gab that does what looks like a cell phone, like a smartphone like this, but it's for children or young adults and teens, whoever, that don't want to be distracted with social media sites. You can't be in group texts. There's a lot of stress in a group text with kids. My just learning from Jonas, he will sometimes be in these group texts, and I'm like, how can you read these all? And really manners just go right out the window. So having a Gab phone would alleviate some of that too. We've let Jonas use some of our old phones to just kind of watch some YouTube videos or something like that on there. But he can't keep it in his room at night. He has to be near us, so to say. Does he do it all the time? No, because sometimes I'll find him upstairs and I'm downstairs and he's on his phone. But he at least doesn't keep it in his room at night. So we are doing our best. And I think that's the best you can do, is just do your best to try to monitor. I didn't get my first cell phone until I was in my 20s. Yeah, me too. Totally. Bye, Marlene. We're about to head out too. We've been up for about 45 minutes almost. So if you guys have any more questions, now's the time. Thank you again, Kelly. Yes. And to teach them for sure. I think
in in everything, education is important. Whatever it is. I mean, look into things. Be smart about it.
Yeah.
Don't just follow the crowd. Be smart about it.
So let's next week. Maybe we should talk about maybe some Halloween stuff. We'll do some Halloween fun stuff.
Come prepared next week to talk about Halloween stuff. Come prepared
to talk about some Halloween games or foods or anything like that.
Traditions.
Oh, yes, for sure. So you guys have a wonderful Saturday. We are so grateful for all of you. You guys make our day so much brighter. We look forward to having chit chat with you guys on Saturdays. It's the best. So we hope you have a great week. So
well, maybe I'll take some footage of Jonas's soccer game.
that'll be fun. We'll put it on our on my Instagram. So if you're not following me there, How Ines Rolls on Instagram, you may see some videos soon. Okay, so have a great day, guys. Bye. Have a wonderful day.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Rain. Bye, Amy. Bye, Sandy. Bye, Roxamer. Bye, Kelly. Bye, Amy. He's got to get ready for the game now. Let's see. Yes. Bye, Peggy. Bye, Darlene. Bye, Deanna.